Hey everyone, I'm Mike. Thanks for checking out my channel. Today I wanted to do a video that's a little bit different from what I usually do. Usually I talk about music and different things like that, but I want to talk a little bit about this channel and why I got back to doing it. And part of that was my own mental health and my own physical health. You can see on this table I have a myriad of pills that I have to take every single day. I have three here that are just for diabetes and for blood pressure and for pain relief. And all this was brought on because honestly, I just didn't take care of myself. One thing I'm starting to learn in this journey with music and writing again and writing lyrics and putting everything out there is dealing with things I'd never dealt with and just not loving yourself enough and not loving yourself enough to take care of yourself. And this really led me on this path to all this medications. I mean, I'm 51 years old and I'm dealing with a lot of health issues that were pretty much avoidable if I would have just taken better care of myself. But when I was younger, I was playing in bands, I was out and we were playing at clubs, eating bad, eating all that stuff, and I just didn't take care of myself. So just recently, I started something new, and I think it might be something that a lot of people on this channel might be going through, and that's struggling with their weight. And for the first time in my life, I've gone on the weight loss drug, which is there's two of them really that are the main ones, which is Ozempic and Mounjaro. I started Mounjaro and I wanted to give you a quick little video about what effects it's had on me so far. So if any of you are thinking about doing that for your own health and your own well-being, I just want to give you what I've gone through for the first 3 weeks that I've been on it. So let's get into the video. All right, so this is the drug that I'm taking right here. It's called Mounjaro. It's a drug that was used to treat diabetes, but when they found it, it really had a good effect on weight loss. It triggered a lot of weight loss, and a lot of people that you may have seen on TV, usually actors and actresses that are on there right now, are talking about how they're losing weight with these kind of drugs. And I want to give you what my experience so far has been, and that's the positives and the negatives. When I started this about 3 weeks ago, this is going to be my fourth shot here, so I was running at about 292 pounds, which is bad. I'm only 5'8", so that's not a good weight at all, not nearly. I need to lose about 100 pounds. And my doctor just said, you're at this tipping point. You're 51, and so far you've gotten a little lucky with things. I have problems with my hands. I have psoriatic arthritis, and the diabetes was making it worse, and it was making it very tough for me to play guitar. There was a point where I just had quit playing because I couldn't do it. It hurt. Then I started getting on the right treatment for that, and that made it better. But there were still things I could do to make it better. I wasn't controlling my sugar enough, and I wasn't controlling my weight, which was causing inflammation in my body, and that was making it painful. I could play more of a limited time. So when we hit this tipping point, my doctor was like, "I'm going to start you on this. I think this drug will help you." So I'm going to go into the goods and bads about this and where I'm at right now. All right, so 3.5 weeks into this, I'm about to take my fourth shot today, and I'm going to demonstrate how the shot works today. I've gone from about 292 to relatively 275. So I've lost about 17 pounds in 3 weeks, which is really, really good. And you'll notice if you're heavily overweight, the weight will come off quickly. And that's because what this really does is it curbs your appetite. There is great things about this drug, and that's the weight loss. There are bad things about this drug that you will get immensely sick when you eat anything that isn't bland. If you go outside of salads, like if you go get a burger or you get fries or you get something like that, a fast food thing, you will be nauseous to the point that it's unbearable. It's like just bad. And the first couple days you take it, towards the end of the week, because you take it once a week, you'll really start to notice at the end of the week, you could start to eat a little bit more. You start feeling, but the first couple days, you go the whole day and you almost just don't want to eat. Like the thought of food is just kind of disgusts you, makes you feel not well. And for that, you have to take into consideration that you do need nourishment in your body. So you have to get into like protein drinks and things like that, which will keep your stomach more settled. Because when I tell you that this really does make you nauseous, it makes you very nauseous. But for me, it was coming down to two options, and that was either the surgery, the bariatric surgery, or starting this. And while the side effects to this are very, very difficult, it's also something that's needed. I didn't have the willpower or the control that I was stopping to eat. I'm an addict to food, and a lot of people are addicts to food, and I don't think people treat it like the stigma that other things like drugs and things have, but it's something that I've always loved. I'm Italian. I love my pasta, love all that stuff. So this became a necessity for me. So I wanted to do an update because your own weight and your own health can be a big bearing on your own mental ability. And as I always say, music makes life a little bit better, makes it a lot better, actually. But when you're feeling that kind of way, sometimes you just get in a rut and you don't even want to play and you lose that inspiration. You feel down on yourself. And I'm not saying anyone needs to do it if you're happy where you're at. You're happy where you're at. But for me, this was more than me being happy with like my body or things like that. This was something critical health wise that, I could lose a leg or lose a foot just from the condition I have or lose my eyesight. And, I saw the effects of it firsthand. So I wanted to give this piece of advice to people. If you're thinking about doing this, if you're really struggling with your weight, I I recommend it. I think it's a good option. I think it's better than the surgery. Maybe you try it for a couple weeks and you won't be able to deal with it and it might not be for you, but so far for me, it's been a really good thing. And I'm down 17 pounds and each week I'm going to come on here and do a quick video and just let you know where I am for the week with my weight. So I want to keep that up as something as part of this on this channel. And I want to see people be healthy and happy because the whole point of my channel is that I just like making videos and doing things around music and inspiration that make me feel good, make other people feel good. So it's just to let you know that this drug's out there. There's things out there for you. I mean, even getting psychological help, which I did, seeing a psychiatrist and talking over emotions on why I just didn't take care of myself enough. And basically, I want everyone on this channel that watches it or is here to be healthy and have a good life. And I'm trying to do the same thing right now, too. And I'm learning to love myself a little bit more and treat myself a little bit better. And I'm going to definitely be back this week doing some videos about music. But I just wanted to give an update of something of where I'm at with my life and something that might be beneficial to you. So, I mean, if you're thinking about it, you can ask your doctor and they can recommend it. I will admit, if you have a deductible, it is not cheap. The first set you get, the first four you can get it for like 25 bucks through a coupon program. But after that, you're going to spend 600-700 bucks a month for this. That's a lot of money that people maybe not be able to afford, but some insurances will cover it a little bit better. I know if you have diabetes, it'll cover it a lot more because they consider it a drug to treat the diabetes. So wanted to throw that option out there and say thank you for checking out the channel. I'm going to have a couple more little music video things. I'm going to do a whole singing lesson because I have the worst singing voice in the world, and I'm going to see if these online lessons that people have can help me at all. And like I always say, we're all here because we love music, and music makes our lives better. So thanks for checking out the channel, and I'll see you all soon. And thanks again. Please like and subscribe, and there's going to be a whole lot more content coming on here. Thanks. All right, I clicked back on. Even though that seemed like that was the end of the video, I had to come back for one more thing because I forgot one more thing. And I wanted to show you how the shot injection works. Gonna embarrass myself here by showing part of my stomach, which is not very nice, but just want to give you an idea of how simple it is to do. You take this cap off the top right here. It's all the needle is buried inside of there. There's a little part where it's a lock, and then you switch it over to open right here. The little green spot that you switch it over, and all you have to do is you pick up your shirt, put it anywhere on your body there, your stomach, and you press the button, hold it till you hear it retract, and then you simply take it off. You can put this back on if you want to dispose of it so there's not any needles, but you don't need to because it's not really, the needles buried inside of there. So I can't even get it back in there. I don't think it will go back in there. So just wanted to show you that quick update of how easy it is to take the drug. And just know you'll be sick for a couple days after you take it, but I think the benefits are really worth it. All right. Thanks again.